Well, according to 2017 reports, there's about 100 billionaires in the Chinese parliament.
Yeah, 100 billionaires in a country of 1.5 billion people.
Right. But I'm saying,
Right.
look at the U.S. government.
Yeah.
How many billionaires do you think there is in the Senate and Congress and the presidential, branch and, the Supreme Court or whatever? Maybe Trump is a billionaire. There might be one or two others floating around here and there. Lots of millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
How many billionaires are in U.S. government?
Don't know.
Hardly any, if any.
Right.
Maybe one or two. There was 100 in the Chinese government. So when you see these protests in Hong Kong and people are like, oh, we're going to switch the government over, that shit ain't going nowhere. They are so established to a multi-generational level over there that they are not giving up nothing.
Yeah, people don't realize in our lifetime. I mean, in my lifetime, I know Mao was still there in the 70s. Like,
yeah,
that cat outlawed religion, school, all that. And there was a thing where if you went to go be a capitalist, you tried to get money, they got rid of everybody.
You couldn't own property early on.
Right.
Owning property is a relatively new thing within the last 20 years, maybe.
That mentality is deep, man. So you think that's going to turn overnight? The commoner is not going to be trying to get rich. They're not thinking that way. There's the people who are running things that they're on a whole nother level. That's the crazy rich Asian thing.
Right.
but the majority of people in this country don't realize the majority of the people are making widgets, man. They're making widgets, and they have a bike. They have that one kid. It's drastically different for the majority of folks in there.
Well, you would think that with the whole coronavirus lockdown that police violence would go down. But there was just a video that we had posted the other day. There was a black man that was killed on Facebook Live. You heard about this?
Are you talking about the jogger?
No. There's the jogger situation that happened in Georgia. The Facebook Live situation just happened. There was a guy on Facebook Live. I guess he was running away from the police. He gets out and runs. The police tase him and then shoot him like 10 times.
Yeah.
And then you could hear, because he's still on live as this is happening, after he's already dead. And one of the cops starts joking about how this is going to be a closed casket funeral and stuff like that. They were literally joking about how this guy's dead now. And he was unarmed. He had a cell phone. And, they'll probably say, well, we thought the cell phone was a gun. But I don't know, man, to be joking about someone after you just killed him, like,
dude,
what kind of people you got in these positions?
I happen to be within a certain fraternity of folks. I got martial artists, bodybuilders. A lot of folks get into that because of a certain, psychology. A lot of these people, it's like the Revenge of the Nerds. Cops go right into that thing. A lot of people with a lot of insecurities, they have this thing. I mean, a lot of them love the superhero shit because they can vicariously live through that. A lot of cops, their mentality, I mean, a lot of them are cool. I was almost a cop at one time. And I had a lot of friends who were cops. And man, I got something to tell you about that will, kind of get into the whole psychology of the whole thing. But yeah, man, these are average thinking people. There's not a lot of whole psychological things that go into being a cop. You can be a psychopath and get through becoming a police officer very easily, right? When my son Devin, I knew he was going to be born, and I was, focusing on the acting thing. I was like, I can't mess around. My son is about to come into this world. I got to have benefits. And so since I kind of was cool with some higher ups in the police force because I turned my life around. I was like, let me focus on, being a cop. I'm gonna be an exemplary officer, right? For a minute, because I knew I'd be good at it. I understand the predator thinking. I understand the criminal mind and everything else. I was kind of into that, and I hated bullies from my core anyway, right? So I was like, I think I could possibly do this. And so I took the, exams, everything, physical exam, aced it, broke a record for the police force. I'm like this close to going into the academy, get called in by the higher ups, thinking, oh man, they about to lace me because I'm doing great. I'm, I had a super high score on the written and everything. And basically they were like, because of my affiliation with somebody who was like second in charge, we want to do you this favor. Right now, we're supposed to tell you, thank you very much, we can't use you. I'm like, what are you talking about? Turns out, and I found this out for a lot of different police organizations, or it may be the majority, because I asked this question throughout my lifetime. What they told me was, your score was too high. If your IQ is too high, you're no good for the police department, because our research says you're not going to be challenged with this job, and you're more likely to be involved in corruption because the job. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And basically, they laid it out that, okay, I can go back to school, take some criminal courses or some certain courses, and go to internal affairs, possibly go Fed or become Secret Service like my brother. And so I mean,
But your brother's in the Secret Service.
my brother's Secret Service service agent, and I knew a lot about him. I was kind of hooked into that world a bit, and the whole law enforcement thing was kind of part of something that I was kind of playing with, and actually the reserve is something I've been set. I was kind of, I'll get into that some other time. But the whole point is this: that to be a cop, the way I look at it, you got to be brainwashable. You got to be somebody who we can track the way you think. You got to be malleable. We got to turn you into what we want to turn you into. And so upon learning that, I go, they don't think out of the box. They're from the box. I'm not saying every officer, because there's a lot of officers, that come with a modicum of common sense and fair play. But you got a lot of nerds who now get bigger, and now they want it to be powerful, and they want to exude that power. And and these are the bad apples, right? Just like with anything, man. Why you even want to become a cop, right? You got to think about that. Why does somebody want to be, how many people I deal with that they want to be bad, they want to be able to fight? Why, bro?
Yeah.
A lot of it's like deep down psychological, because you want to inflict pain. You got issues.